So what does revenue look like for the rest of this year?
We're targeting like 850. I try not to get so caught up in the revenue things. I try to get caught up in the profit. Are we actually making money? Not just running jobs just to run jobs, just to run jobs to stay busy. We're really focused on the profitability, getting these jobs priced right, but not just priced booked correctly. And that's the main thing for us.
Yeah, I did.
850 would be nice. We did I think we did 600 last year. Most of our business is focused around the service side of garage doors. And that was typically because it was just my brother at first, and doing garage door installs by yourself isn't the easiest thing in the world. So we're really attacking like the new door install markets, converting some of these repairs.
This episode is brought to you by 10X Nerds. If you're a business owner doing real revenue, there's a good chance you're overpaying in areas you haven't even looked at. Things like credit card processing, insurance, telecom, and more. 10X Nerds comes in, audits your expenses across 30 plus categories, and finds immediate savings. And here's the kicker. They only get paid if they save you money. It's a complete no-brainer. If you want to keep more of what you make, go check them out at 10xnerds.com. This episode is brought to you by Rakowski Law Firm. If you're a business owner or have built a level of wealth, but you don't have your estate plan dialed in, you're exposed. Rakowski Law Firm helps families and business owners protect their assets, avoid probate, and make sure everything transfers exactly how it should. This isn't just paperwork, it's a real strategy to protect your legacy. If you haven't looked at your plan in a while or don't have one, go to rakowskilawfirm.com. This episode is brought to you by my friend Silas Lagoy over at ForgeMark Wealth. If you're a high-income business owner or professional and feel like you're getting crushed by taxes, you're not alone. And more importantly, you're not stuck. ForgeMark Wealth specializes in advanced legal tax strategies and wealth planning designed to help you keep more of what you make, grow it efficiently, and actually build long-term freedom, not just income. If you're making serious money but don't have a real strategy behind it yet, I highly recommend connecting with Silas and his team. What's up, everybody? This episode is sponsored by ExitWise. If you're a business owner thinking about selling your company, whether that's now or years down the road, you need to know what your business is actually worth and how to maximize that exit. That's exactly what ExitWise does. They help you prepare, position, and ultimately sell your business by assembling a world-class team of M&A experts around you, guiding you from valuation all the way through closing. If you want to know what your business is really worth and how to increase that number before you sell, go check out exitwise.com and get ahead of it.
Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of the Builder's Bible podcast. Today, we're going to be covering a lot of key topics, the challenges, the pain points, growth, expansion, and many more. So stay tuned. I hope you enjoy it.
My goodness, we're all here.
Andrew.
Howdy.
What's up, man?
How you doing?
Good, dude. I've been enjoying your content from afar. I'm excited we finally got you on the podcast.
Yeah, I appreciate you reaching out and having me on here. It's a pleasure to come on here and just talk about what we're doing and the passion for what we're doing and why we're doing it.
I love it, man. Well, Alex and I do like a round robin thing. So Alex is going to be the host of today's podcast, but I definitely want to have another call after this podcast and just like talk shop and stuff.
Cool.
Yeah.
Sounds good to me.
Awesome, bro. All right, man. Thank you for coming on the show.
Yes, sir. Thanks for having me.
Awesome. Whereabouts are you located?
We're located in Vancouver, Washington. So Southwest Washington on the border of Washington and Oregon. We're primarily serving just the Washington side of things right now, but we're looking to get down into Portland.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. How long have you guys been in business for?
Been in business 4 years now. I've been full-time with the company for 1 year, going on next month.
Gotcha. Okay, cool. Yeah, give me a little bit of background. Let's hear, how'd you get into what you're doing? How long you guys have been around? Give me the whole spiel. Let's hear it.
Yeah. So I started in garage doors. After I got out of the military, I got back home to Washington. I really didn't know what I was going to do. So my sister was working at a Massage Envy local here, and some guy just walked in that owned a garage door company looking for help, and she handed him my information. He reached out to me. I kind of worked for him for 3 or 4 months. We didn't get along too well. We started butting heads. The light bulb went off on my head, and I was like, I think I can do this garage door thing. I had no idea what it took to run a business or anything really on the back end of the business side. I knew how to work on garage doors vaguely because I've done it for like 4 or 5 months. So I kind of just threw myself in the deep end and started hiring all my friends. I was in my mid-20s at the time, and we were doing decent, but we had no idea like what we were doing and how to scale a business, how to create a brand or anything like that. COVID hit and we kind of shut everything down because my business partner had a kid and a family and everything. And we went and worked apartment maintenance jobs during the whole COVID thing. Shut everything down with the garage door, kind of just like put it on the back burners in the back of my head. And then after everything started opening up, my brother came to me and was like, we should try this garage door thing again. And I was working as a project manager for an electrical company here in Vancouver, making pretty good money. And I wasn't really that interested in it because I already had like a career. I thought I was going somewhere in it. And at the end of the day, I just wasn't getting the fulfillment or like the drive out of the job I was having. I was just showing up every day. I was just another number in the office. I was pretty much capped out of where I could go. I've always just pushed and pushed and pushed. I've always wanted to like move that goalpost further if I could. So we just started up the garage door company. Steve ran it, my brother, for 3 years and got it pretty much to the point where I could like quit my job and replace my salary and everything and jump in. And then we landed a big Estes trucking company job. It was like 170 something doors. And I was just like, that's a message from up above. It's go time. And I quit my job and I just been running ever since.
Nice. Good for you. Good for you. Yeah, to your point, it's more than just fixing garage doors or turning a wrench or fixing a pipe or, wiring some wires. There's a lot of back into it, to run a company that just a lot of people don't see, It's a lot of work, 100%. But you really don't know what it's like till you get into it,
Yeah. So I always say we're a customer service company that's just really good at fixing garage doors.
2026 treating you. I know we're just done with Q1, how's this moved so far? What was the rest of your brain for you?
Yeah, so 2026 has been pretty good. We went through a huge rebrand in the very beginning of 2026, and I was expecting a little bit of a lull with changing the website over and redoing all the vans and the Google My Business and the Facebook and everything. We've definitely seen like a dip in our organic SEO and stuff like that, and having to re-verify to get back on the Google ads. We're kind of in a weird point right now of, we planned for this hard point of the rebrand, and we knew there was going to be some impact because we changed our name from Pioneer Overhead Door Company to Pioneer Garage Doors now. We were getting a lot of calls for like the Overhead Door Company of Portland and stuff like that, and I just wanted to completely separate myself from that market and just start a brand new brand and something that's recognizable and I couldn't get mixed up with anyone. But we're growing. We're looking to bring on some technicians here so I can get out of the field and start really building the business. But right now we're solely focused on systems and processes and making sure that the office side of things really nailed down, and then the sales process and the tech process in the house and in the field are super nailed down. I don't think we need more leads. I think we need to convert on a lot more of these sales that we're missing out.
Yeah, I get it. What's let me ask you, here's kind of a dumb question, I guess. What's the difference between an overhead garage door and just a garage door for people like me that don't know?
I guess there's no difference. I mean, a garage door is going to go over your head as long as it's, if it's a rolling door, it's not going to go over your head as much because it rolls up into a drum. We call those roll-up doors. But an overhead door is like a sectional garage door. It's just like an older term for it, I guess.
Okay. Yeah, I love those rolling garage doors. Those are so cool. Maybe I'll get one in my house one day.
They're fun.
Yeah,
they're usually in like shipping containers, storage units, stuff like that. We do a lot of them.
Okay, gotcha. Good to know. Cool. So what does growth look like for you guys? So you're on the field, but you want to transition more to doing the office to get the processes down, the more technicians to run more of the field stuff. How big are you guys and how many looking at taking on?
Yeah, so it's just me and my brother right now. He handles the whole office side of everything. So he's pretty much like the CSR. He's handling customer interactions and stuff like that. And while he's dispatching me out to jobs all day long. So right now we really I need to get these systems and processes and SOPs handled on the tech side so I can bring someone in and start really training him. And then just start separating out from there. The biggest thing that we're kind of stuck in is, do we go CSR or do we go with the tech first? I think we probably want to go, since my brother has the technical knowledge and he can train someone to be a CSR, maybe we can bring him into a truck. But it's just a big learning curve right now. None of us have worked for a big garage door company. None of us have worked for a big home service company ever. So we're just out here listening to podcasts, reading books, talking to people every day, just trying to figure it out.
Yeah. And that's honestly the best way you can do it. It's going to be trial and error because every business is so different. They may be the same, similar, but different. And because every person in the business is different. Businesses are different sizes. So you got to figure out a way to manage 10 people versus 20 people. And right now it's just you and your brother. And so you're bringing on a little bit more. So one day you're going to have 5 employees. So how are you going to manage that? So yeah, it's just going to be a lot of trial and error and see what works for you guys and really what doesn't. So
yeah. And it's a lot of like having to reprogram my brain from being like the hustler into like wanting to do all the work to learning that I need to become a leader and I need to bring people in here that are better than me, that can do the job better than me, and just create a whole team of people better than me around me so that we can really scale this thing. I love being
Exactly.
coached and all that kind of
Yeah.
stuff. So if I can do that for someone else and show them like there's a better way of doing it, then I'd love to do that.
Yeah. No, I'm right there with you. I'm the exact same way. I don't know how to delegate. I'm the type of person that goes all in and, just does it all, even like the grunt work, the whatever it is, I just do it just because that's how I'm programmed too. So I need to learn how to take a step back and delegate, because there are definitely people out there, a lot more knowledgeable than I am. And so I need to learn how to delegate. I get it. It's a battle for sure.
Yeah. Just wake up every day and try to be the best you can.
Yep, exactly. But I mean, when you're a small business, you kind of have to do that. So it's a fine line. Like once you do get to a certain point, it's like you do have to learn how to start taking a step back. And then, but yeah, it's really just the cost of doing business, as I like to say.
Yeah. It's the funnest part of it, the process.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. In regards to you and your brother, he's in the office, you're in the field. What's kind of your biggest challenges outside of putting together these SOPs and getting your processes down?
The biggest challenge for the business right now would probably be getting this brand like solid and getting the footprint in the market. That's what we're really trying to do. So we're really hitting like the trade shows, sponsoring the Easter bunnies, doing the parades, doing all that kind of stuff to get the brand out there. On the personal side, on the tech side of me is the sales. I've never been a sales guy. I don't really like being a sales guy. So I'm learning how to really present options in ways that we're not salesy. We're just showing you the options, letting you pick the right thing for you. The main thing for me is I get into a house and I get so tunnel vision on just like selling one thing that I don't present any options. So right now I'm really working on going in there, doing full inspections on systems, taking pictures, educating the customer on how the system works and what's going on with it, and just laying out the options of like an economy, a better and a best option to fully replace it.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I get it. It's not going in there and just selling a certain service. And I don't really want to say like upselling it a little bit, but you just like give them like, hey, this is what I think you need. This is what I recommend. What are your thoughts on that? Versus just, oh, hey, my garage door is broken. It just needs a track replaced. And, that's it. Go in there, replace the track, and then bolt off to the next project. So I get it. It's selling's an art too. It's an art. Like it's
tricky. And on the residential side, there's always so much emotion involved in it because it's their house and it just broke. It was unexpected. Yeah. The car is trapped in the driveway. The garage. They need to go to work. So it's like you're walking into chaos and you're trying to calm down the room, get people level-headed, and show them like, we do this every day. We can get it done today, and these are your options to get it done right now for you. So.
Right. Yeah. I think it's as long as you come off like presentable. It's like, hey, I'm not here to screw you over, but I'm here to help you. That type of stuff. It calms people down and it makes it a lot easier to talk to people.
Yep, 100%.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. So what's been some of your biggest pain points in the business so far? Just kind of like going through this for so many years, now it's just you and your brother. What's been kind of some of the pain points you guys have experienced in the past, or some of your oopsie moments, I guess?
One of the biggest pain points was marketing. Not attacking marketing correctly in the very beginning of the business, like really stalled us out for a long time. I didn't understand that like marketing is such a vague term and like advertising falls down all these little branches of the marketing tree. So I thought marketing was just like doing SEO and stuff like that. And it's not. It's like having a whole ecosystem of what you're offering and your target audience and everything like that. I wish that I would have like been able to figure out the marketing side and the lead gen side a lot faster, because that was a huge hiccup for us. I would sit around and look at all these people that have so many leads coming in. I'm like, how are they doing it? We didn't have a plan of how we were going to get leads. We weren't giving any offers out to anyone to look different than any of these competitors around here. The brand didn't stand out at all. The marketing side of things. And there's so many sleazy people in the marketing world when you're brand new to business too. Everyone has their hand out. I get hundreds of messages a day from marketers wanting to do all this stuff and promising the world about the new AI marketing systems and softwares.
Yeah.
It's scary, man. It's scary. They can rip you off with the SEO and Google ads and stuff. So it's really finding good people to bring on your team that you can trust with your marketing and know what they're doing. Because as a business owner, we're already wearing 1,000 hats every day. The last thing we need to do is sit down and learn how to be a marketer at the same time. It's just not going to happen.
Right. Yeah. It's just just throw it on the pile, just like you said, like, you're running 1,000 different things. You got to get payroll down. You got to get taxes. It's tax season. So if you haven't done your taxes yet, it's, you got to get all those in place. You got to On top of that, you have the technician side, you like get the trucks and the tools, and you have to get your supplies. And yeah, so it's a lot. It's a lot for sure.
Yeah, it is a lot.
How's your marketing coming, so far? You mentioned you're really trying to put your name out there doing, like hosted events and charities and, things of that nature. What else are
Yeah.
you guys doing? How's that looking for you?
Yeah, so we got like full Facebook campaigns going out now. So we're running like A/B testing certain videos on Facebook. We're really digging into the videos on Facebook right now because I don't know what's going on with Facebook, but they're killing it for us. So we're really focused on like pushing, just doing stuff that no one else is doing. All these big private equity companies in our market, they're not picking up the phone and showing their face and getting in front of their customers. They're just spending $1 million on Google trying to take all these leads from us.
Mhm.
And with AI coming out, I think the more that the owners can get in front of the phone and get face to face with these customers, and the more loyalty you're going to build, the stronger the brand will be locally. That's just a big thing for us right now is video.
Yeah. Yeah. People resonate to video a lot more than just a picture, especially short form video too. They like to see something that's engaging, but they don't want to be watching it for 10 to 15 minutes long. It's a couple minutes max, and that's all you need.
Yeah, and not always offering something either. You need to be educating. You need to be entertaining. You need to barely offer, like Gary Vaynerchuk says, jab, jab, right hook. Give, take, right?
No, yeah, absolutely. You're building that loyal following. You're building the following. You're building that rapport with people, and then that's when you can kind of go in. I wouldn't say for the kill, but going for the close.
Yep.
No pun intended for sales. So yeah. Now so what are some of the biggest needs in your business right now?
Say it again.
What is some of the biggest needs in your business right now that you guys are doing?
Needs.
Or that you guys need? Yeah.
Yeah, I think what we need is we need to bring people in here that know more than us, that have done this before. We need to bring some experienced people in. Mentors is something that we need for sure. We need to continue learning and growing personally so that we can develop into the leaders that we need to be. I think a lot of business owners get stuck in grow, business, and they forget that in order for this business to grow, you need to grow personally, and you need to invest in yourself.
Yeah.
And you need to be around mentors and people who have done what you're doing right now. Going to these conferences and stuff like that, you can get a lot of good information or just good relationships with someone.
Oh yeah. Yeah, absolutely.
That's
Absolutely.
probably
So it
the
is,
biggest part of it.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I totally get it. And you have to open yourself up to learn too. If you're definitely, that's the old saying is, if you're the smartest guy in the room, then you're definitely in the wrong room.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah. So what does revenue look like for the rest of this year? How much are you looking at making?
Yeah, so we're targeting like 850. I try not to get so caught up in the revenue things. I try to get caught up in the profit. Are we actually making money? Not just running jobs just to run jobs, to stay busy. We're really focused on the profitability, getting these jobs priced right, but not this price booked correctly. And that's the main thing for us.
Yeah, I did.
850 would be nice.
Yeah.
We did 600 last year. Most of our business is focused around the service side of garage doors, and that was typically because it was just my brother at first, and doing garage door installs by yourself isn't the easiest thing in the world. So we're really attacking like the new door install markets, converting some of these repairs.
This episode is brought to you by Blue Collar Business Advisors. If you're running an HVAC, plumbing, electrical, or landscaping, or any other type of home service business and wondering where all the money is going despite growing your revenue, you need to talk to Paul Maskill. Paul has scaled and sold multiple blue collar businesses and now helps business owners improve cash flow, profitability, and financial clarity through outsourced CFO services. His clients gain a better understanding of their numbers, build predictable profits, and create a business that supports the life they actually want. One of the things I appreciate most about Paul is he's not just a finance guy. He's been in the trenches as an owner. He understands the challenges of running blue-collar businesses because he's done it himself. If you're doing a few $1 million a year in revenue and want to stop guessing at your numbers and start building real wealth, head over to bluecollaradvisors.com. That's thebluecollaradvisors.com and schedule a discovery call with Paul and his team. Blue Collar Business Advisors, helping blue-collar business owners build financially healthy companies and achieve permanent profitability. This episode is brought to you by Corberry Digital. If you own an HVAC, plumbing, electrical, roofing, or home service business and you're tired of wondering where your next lead is coming from, you need to check out Corberry Digital. Corberry specializes exclusively in helping home service companies dominate their local markets through SEO, Google Ads, local service ads, websites, content marketing, and lead generation systems that actually produce a measurable ROI. Their team doesn't just focus on clicks and impressions. They help contractors lower customer acquisition costs, increase qualified leads, and build a marketing engine that scales. What I like about Corberry is they understand the blue collar space. They aren't trying to be everything to everyone. Their entire focus is helping trades businesses win in their backyard and generate more profitable jobs. If you're looking to grow your business, improve your online visibility, and build a marketing system that works, visit Corberry.com and schedule a strategy session with their team. That's Corberry.com. Tell them you heard about them on the podcast. This episode is brought to you by Jonathan Keim and the teams at 360 Commercial Roofing and Top Roof Marketing. If you own or manage commercial property or you're a roofing contractor looking to grow, Jonathan has spent more than a decade helping businesses protect their buildings and scale through proven commercial roofing and marketing systems. His companies specialize in commercial roofing solutions, roof asset management, and marketing built specifically for the roofing industry. Whether you need a trusted commercial roofing partner or want to generate more qualified roofing leads, check out 360 Commercial Roofing or Top Roof Marketing. You can go to www.360, like 360, commercialroofing.com, and Top Roof Marketing, www.toproofmarketing.com. Now let's get into today's episode.
You mentioned your brother was doing about 600, last year, but it was just him. And now you're on board and you're looking at doing 850?
Yeah, so last year it was me and him. We hit 600. Most of that was because we had the big Estes trucking job came in. It was like a $200,000 job. It's what really like pushed this business forward. We got the whole rebrand through kick charge and everything done through that. But our target this year was 850 and to get more new installs in, because the company right now is mostly just focused around service work. We do a ton of service work, and that's just solely due to all the SEO and everything was targeted towards service keywords, because doing garage doors installs by yourself isn't the funnest thing in the world. So we're just trying to keep my brother going every day with the service work, the cash flow, and that kind of stuff. So
Okay, cool. How are you guys going about acquiring capital? You have a truck? Is that leased? Is that purchased? Is it loaned?
Yeah, we purchased the van and the truck. Last year we had a bunch of old equipment that was, we didn't owe any money on it or anything, but it looked like hell. It sounded like hell when it pulled up. It was leaking oil in your driveway and stuff like that. So last year when we did the rebrand, I kind of just put my foot down. We sold all the crappy equipment. We bought brand new vans and trucks, got all new wraps, and just trying to really make this thing look nice. And it's crazy, man, the amount of customers that like open the door and walk inside the van and check it all out, and they think it's the coolest thing in the world. It's probably one of the best investments we ever made, is getting a new van and wrapping it. Yeah.
Good for you guys. I'm sure that sounds like that's paying off like tenfold for you.
Yeah, it's big.
So when you guys bring on more employees, are you guys going to be providing more vehicles for them, or are they going to have them use your own equipment, or what does that look like? Yeah,
no, they'll be fully outfitted. So they'll get their own van. They'll have the van stocked with tools. We'll have shirt winders and brute winders on here for them. We'll have everything they need. We want to make sure that anyone that we bring in here is set up for success. And I won't bring anyone in here until I know that they're set up for success. So that's one of the main things for me, is really just giving them all the tools so that they can succeed, because that's just something, when I worked for other companies, they didn't have that for me. I didn't have nice uniforms. I didn't have nice vans. I had to go buy my own tools. And that's something I noticed just posting videos online, or all the guys in here talking about the spring winding tools and stuff that I use and how they wish they could have one, or their boss's son only gets one and stuff like that. So I want to make sure that my guys are definitely set up for success.
Yeah. No, that's awesome. If you treat your employees right, you're going to create a great culture around the office too. More than likely turnover is going to be low. They're going to be more motivated, to go that extra mile, things of that nature. So, it's really just building that base, which is what you're doing right now. And then from there, you can just kind of like leapfrog.
Yep. Set the foundation.
Yeah, exactly. Yep. Exactly. Also on that note, I'd love to, I know you're busy. I'm going to wrap it up, but where can they find you if you're in the Vancouver area?
You're cutting out really bad. I'm sorry.
Man. Where can they find you when you're in the Vancouver area?
Where can you find me in the Vancouver area?
If you're in the Vancouver area, hold on.
We're in we're in Hazeldale.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
Yes, sir.
Gotcha.
Yep. So we're still
Cool.
running it out. We're
Well,
still running it out of our house. We got the van stocked up like a warehouse. So
Mhm.
we're gonna get some shop space here soon. It's just I don't want to spend the money.
Yeah, I get it. Cool. Well, Austin, I appreciate your time.
Hey everyone, we hope you enjoyed this episode of the Builders Bible Podcast. If you have any questions or if you want to be on an episode, reach out anytime. Alex at kings-coaching.co. Talk to you guys soon.